Okay, we're live. Hello, Ubuntu community. Welcome to the second Ubuntu hour of this cycle. We had one the month before and it went nicely, so we are probably going to do this 1 or 2 times a month. Here with me, it's an interesting mix of people, and if you want to join the live call, there's still room. The link is in the community hub, so community.ubuntu.com. Go to events, you will find the Ubuntu Hour event and the link in there. And you can leave your questions in the chat in ubuntuonair.com. If you don't want to appear on video, you can always text. So there will be a IRC chat and there's a YouTube chat. So many ways to talk to us if you want to participate. But let's start seeing who's here. My name is Leo Arias. I'm from Costa Rica. I'm a member of the Ubuntu Community Council. And here with me is, let's start with Carla, who's on the left. Hello, Carla.
Yes. Hi, I'm Carla. I'm from Italy. I'm part of the Ubuntu communities since quite a lot of time. Don't remember since when, but and I've just been elected in the Ubuntu LoCo Council now. So it will be a new adventure.
Congratulations. We will talk a lot about that here. What's next?
Okay.
I'll go ahead and go next then. My name is Kyle Fazari. I work here at Canonical on the Snapcraft team. I live in the United States, Washington State specifically, and I also recently got elected to the local council. And I have kids, if you can hear them.
You have everything, kids and the local council. What else could you ask for? Right, Kyle, choose somebody to go next.
All right, Ailo, you want to go next?
I'm going next? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Hi, I'm Eylül. I'm from Istanbul, Turkey, and I'm an artist, also sort of a volunteer for Ubuntu Studio. That's pretty much it. Hi.
Great. And we have last Sujiban. How are you?
Hi. Yeah, I'm Sujiban, and I'm from Germany. And I'm also part of the local council. However, not recently elected, but nearly part of the council for nearly 2 years, I think.
He's the one who tells us what to do.
Sorry?
You're the one that knows everything.
Yeah, I try to.
Yeah, and it's not as easy. You are not going to run away. I'm sure.
Well, Nathan is also in the council.
We will need you around.
And Nathan is even longer in the council than me, so you should be the expert, not me.
Okay, thanks everybody for coming. It's always great to see you, and it's always great to see new people. The idea here is to just make a reunion in the Ubuntu community, talk about things that are happening. If people from the community have questions, we try to answer them. And the idea is also to try to make this meeting in person. So there's a physical space where people can go to if they want to get Ubuntu installed, if they are having problems with their Ubuntu installation, or if they want to start contributing, if they have questions and doubts. The idea is to have a friendly face nearby. And well, we're trying. I'm here in a hacker space, so people in Costa Rica can come. I think all of you are from your house, right? we will try to make this more in person maybe the next year. For now, we're just trying to figure out the format and talking and having fun. So let's start talking.
It's 11 p.m. here, so it's a bit hard to be anywhere except, home. Time zones.
Yeah, that's one of the things we need to figure out, but you shouldn't feel bounded by this time. Like, if you want to make your Ubuntu hour at a different hour, that's perfect. And we can give you the links to do it on air too, if you want to, or if you just want to make it like offline, that's valid too. That's one of the things that we are discussing, trying to figure out. And well, it's 11, so you can also do it in a bar and from a more crowded place. That's also an option.
Because you would definitely hear her that way.
Yeah. We at least want to have 2 time zones. This time zone is good for the Americas, and 3 of you are from Europe, right?
Yeah.
So for you, I appreciate that you are coming. If you want to jump ahead and do the meeting at an earlier time, a different day or the same day, feel free to do so. So I've been saying thanks a lot, and that's the first item on the session, on the proposed agenda. We had the Ubuntu Appreciation Day, which is a thing we try to do where we just go out of our comfort zone and try to make it visible that there's a lot of people building this operating system. Like, it's easy to just install it and have it working by magic, or having it not working and blaming somebody who's invisible behind the internet. But on the Ubuntu Appreciation Day, we try to bring out the people that builds or breaks Ubuntu, and people who builds the community, everybody around working. And it was pretty nice. It's happening, a lot of love flowing around. So let me say thanks to all of you, not just for being here, but because I know that you are constantly working on the community and constantly using your time, sometimes your free time, a lot of times, even on the weekends, to give back to the community and to build more interesting stuff. So thank you. And Walter has just joined. Do you want to say hi, Walter?
Hello, everyone. Sorry for taking so long.
Don't worry. Can you introduce yourself for people who don't know you?
Yeah, I'm Walter Lepchinsky. I work primarily with the Ubuntu team. I also help out with Ubuntu. I'm on the community council. I've been an ex-local council member. I'm still on the membership board. Yada, yada, yada.
Great. You're everywhere. Thanks. We were talking about the Appreciation Day, and I didn't notice until yesterday that it's probably in sync with Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Kyle, are you the only one who celebrates that? For me, that's a new concept.
I mean, am I the only one from the States here? Then, if so, then probably.
Yes, looks like.
Walter is too from the US, right?
So then, no, he probably
Yep.
celebrated
Yep.
it too.
That's right. I'm fat with stuffing right now.
Yeah, I was not feeling so hot last night.
Sounds like an amazing celebration. Yeah, and well, the post is still open in the community hub. So if you forgot to say thanks yesterday or Monday, you can do it anytime. The idea is to start doing it more often. Right, but that was a nice thing that happened. The other thing that happened was that we finally got the community council elected. So Walter, why don't you tell us a little about all the fun you had to prepare the election?
Yeah, it's fun. That's what it was. Well, after we, being new community council members, recognized that actually it was the community council that elects the delegation of the LoCo council, we made a little poll, since I had already figured out how to make a poll for everybody. And we finally got everybody elected.
Yeah, so the thing is that we are also new. The community council has just been elected, and we had no clue how to make an election. So we started figuring out. Walter even made a script to dig all the emails from everybody. And when we were about to send the poll to like, what, 600 community members, 400,
Yeah.
we realized that the election was not with the entire community. It was actually something that only the 7 members of the community council do. So it was like a week trying to figure out, doing the wrong thing, then doing the right thing. And finally, people got elected. So, Sujivan, you were on the on the local council for the past 2 years.
Yes.
Tell us what's the LoCo and what's the council and what's the job.
So the local council is the council for the local community. Walter was also part of the local council the last 2 years, or more than 2 years, I think. And the main thing what the local council does is organizing or helping local communities to help organize their community and events which are happening around the community. For example, in our German community, we regularly organized some UbuCons in Germany and in Europe, and that the thing which the local council supports and helps, so that there's a healthy local community around Ubuntu in your area, hopefully.
Cool. So thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for all your work. Being for a week in a council, for a month in a council already, and I'm already feeling all the work that's involved. So we appreciate what you have done. And now we have 2 members of the new council. So a lot of work is coming for them too.
Cool.
Carla and Kyle were elected. Also, we have Ken Van Dyne and Gustavo and somebody else, right? It's 5.
Nathan.
Nathan.
Water.
Yes.
Nathan.
Oh yeah, Nathan came back.
Nathan is repeating. Okay, a nice team there. So, Carla, tell us something about the council. Do you have plans already? Have you met? Have you had your first meeting?
No, not yet, unfortunately. I think I was thinking about something, but I'll figure it out in the next days. I still have to get used to it. I mean, I think I'll take some advice also from Sajivan that is experienced. If he can give us some suggestions. I'll probably get in contact with the Italian community and see what we can figure out. Anyway, I'm open to any suggestions. It's my first time in a council, so probably I'll need some help.
Yeah.
I just noticed that. I'm sorry. I just noticed that I was still subscribed to the local council agenda page, which I'd recommend you subscribe to if you don't. And it looks like there's a bunch of re-verification requests happening on there. So I think your first few weeks as local council members will be kind of busy with that.
We'll be doing that. And I think the first thing we're going to do is try to move that process off the wiki and into the community hub. following Sujivan's lead there.
Okay. I saw there was also
Sounds good.
a Trello board, if I'm not wrong. There's a Trello board with things to do also in there, no?
Yes,
think,
there is.
Technically, yes. I think the most recent thing from there is like 2013, 2016. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty old.
So it's not the right place to look in.
No.
No. So I'll have to look for the local council agenda first then and see what's in there.
We already have.
Yeah, I suppose we have to find also something new to do. Try to invent something.
Yeah.
We already have an inherited complaint for you.
Oh,
So
cool.
saying thanks is also noticing when to say sorry, and apparently we did it wrong in this transition between the councils. And there was a very nice team, the LoCo in Arizona, that was waiting for the re-verification. And because we were playing with Paul and we were having fun making scripts to get emails, we got late, and then they lost their approved status. So yeah, probably the first thing to do is to
That's up at the top of the list.
go and approve the Arizona LoCo. Yeah, sorry for that, and thanks a lot to the people in Arizona. We should try to sync. I think they are the only ones doing LoCo hours every month for a long time. Try to sync and have a few of them here.
That'd be nice.
I will make a note to contact somebody and see if we can do it next month. Hey Kyle, are you excited too? You were approved as an Ubuntu member just in time. So
yeah, I'm jumping in quickly, right? Well, I took my sweet time getting my Ubuntu membership. That should have happened a long time ago, but yeah, I'm really pleased to get more
to the top.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks a lot. We had some problems making this selection because on the first call for candidates, we got one, right? Or maybe, well, for sure not enough to do the election. So we had to redo the call. And the second time we actually got 9 people.
That's nice.
Yeah, the problem for the first news was only posted on one mailing list, which actually looks like no one reads, or one people read. So it helped to post it on the new community hub, which is
there's
actually
obviously at least one person subscribed to that.
So that reached a few more people, and it helped a lot to restuff the local council.
Yeah. So thanks also to the other 4 candidates who were not elected for this time. They can reapply to many other councils, and they can reapply in 2 years when the term for this one ends. But we hope to see them around, helping on their LoCos and do a lot of stuff. We need to do a lot of stuff. And as you said, a lot of things are changing. The mailing lists are almost empty, and the community hub is thriving. So it's like a whole new generation. If you see the most popular posts in there, they have 1,000 views and they have 50 comments going on. There's people doing a lot of interesting things. Well, there's the election is happening in there. The planning for these meetings and for the council meetings are happening in there. But also they are developing a new flavor of Ubuntu in there. They are planning for the Unity flavor. They are deciding if they want to release it in April or in October. And there's a lot of new things to do. There's people writing the new official theme for Ubuntu, which from the looks of it, from the excitement that everybody is, sorry, everybody is showing in the hub, I think it will be ready for April. We'll have a shiny new look to show around.
Oh, cool.
Right.
Do you know if that software has mobile apps, or is it just sign in on your phone type of thing?
Mobile?
Are you referring to
no
Discourse?
idea.
Yes.
I believe there is a Discourse mobile app. I looked into this before, but you know, the web interface is so mobile friendly, I didn't even really bother.
It just makes me think of like the Stack Exchange platform, you know, and it's nice to get notifications sometimes.
Right. I'll see if I can track that down and make a post about it.
Yeah, that would be handy. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was expecting it just to work like magic on the mobile browser, but that's not something I use. Question. I'm talking a lot.
Yes.
And we haven't talked to Alo a lot. So why don't you tell us what's exciting on Ubuntu Studio?
Oh, we have been pretty quiet, actually. I actually have to take a couple of months of break from it, so I'm actually just coming back. So yeah, I haven't actually been doing a lot. I think it was been mostly bug fixing and just continuing the ongoing projects. There isn't that many new things new, but hey, if you want to help out, volunteer. We always need more volunteers. That's all I'm going to say on this. But yeah, sorry, I'm happy to be listening to you guys. I'm like, being quiet, but that's okay.
I haven't seen a lot of participation from Ubuntu Studio on the hub, so let me go there. There's apparently a lot of eager people to contribute. And we have Simon now. Hello, Simon.
Hello.
We are kind of talking about what we have been doing, everybody, in the past month. So why don't you tell us about all the stuff you maintain now? How is it going? I can't hear you.
We don't hear you.
Yep, it was Pulse Audio. Hi. So, I've just been working on a couple different things. A couple different Ubuntu things, and, it's kind of hard to explain, but yeah.
We have a question here on the chat from M4 Skin, something like that. What ISOs should I download to be ready for Google Code in? For which variants of Ubuntu there will be tasks? So maybe we can use this to talk a little about the coding. This is an event for students from 13 to 17 years old, all over the world. You do it online. We have also a lot of mentors. So if you are not young, like us, I think not even Simon qualifies anymore for the coding. If you are not young anymore, so there's no reason to suffer. You can be a mentor and start spreading all the knowledge you have earned on these years. I think Carla is going to be a mentor, Kyle, Simon, I think Walter, I'm not sure. Are you mentors, Al Sujban?
Not this year, I believe. So I'm still like, this is the first year I'm observing this, so I'm going to actually see what's happening. But yeah.
I think to answer Should we answer the question here? I mean, I think we have a number of tasks between both Ubuntu itself and Simon, you have Ubuntu specific ones as well, I assume, no?
Yeah, I have a couple different Ubuntu stuff. Plus, there's like the packaging guide that I also like to get some work on done. So, yeah, it's a couple different things. Maybe something for the Ubuntu Weekly newsletter. It all depends.
So about ISOs to download, there's Ubuntu participating. Ubuntu will be participating. I know Mate will be participating. But you can always switch the flavor with a command. So you can install any one, and there will be tasks for people to do as they appear. So if you want to be a mentor, please go to the hub right now, because we need a lot of tasks to be ready. And the contest starts on Tuesday. Student, you will be able to register next Tuesday, the 28th of November. The site is coding.withgoogle.com. But more information on their hub or whatever, you can always leave a comment in any of the Ubuntu channels, and people will guide you there. There will be many different kinds of tasks. I'm particularly interested in translations, so I'm eager to work with students who speak English and any other language. We need to do a lot of translations to Spanish, the one I think about the most. Sure, we find people who speaks your language and are eager to participate too. Some of the tasks I filled are for translating the tutorials, which is a new cool thing that we are doing here, and it's being very useful. But they are only in English. There's one tutorial in French. That's only because David is from France. We need a lot more languages to make sure that everybody can get started with Ubuntu, even if they don't speak English. Filling tasks, Carla?
There we are. I was muted. Yes, I'm fielding tasks for testing ISOs, packages, and laptop testing. Yes, on the QA side for carrying out some tests. I didn't fill in much more, but I think there's a lot to do on the ISO tracker and on the package tracker. So I filled out those tasks. Have you got any ideas? I can add something.
I didn't think this through when I filled my vacations. So I've been filling a lot of tasks, but I'm on holidays the first day of the contest. So Kyle will probably be
I'll have to fill in.
Overflown.
Yeah, well, especially with the translation stuff. Like, if you speak any language, no problem, you know.
Yeah.
Because I know English.
So I was thinking that, Carla, you can probably help a lot on the task I filled about making snaps.
Oh, yes,
there
okay.
Complex snaps to get started.
Yes, okay.
And yeah, it would be nice to figure out the translation stuff, but I still need to finish the tasks. I will let you know. I will not just run away to the beach and
you need me to
leave you all with the mess.
If you need translations in Italian, you can try it.
Always.
Yeah, and probably there will be Italian students coming.
And yeah, sort of in a similar vein, you know, while we should all be spending time adding tasks and trying to fill those out as much as possible, I think it's important to reach out to your local high schools. You know, I've been emailing principals and curriculum leads, etc., trying to actually get students involved, trying to get awareness out. Lots of people have never heard of this.
Oh, cool. Yes.
And
that's true.
Sorry, go.
Question, is there information available in other languages for the code in itself, or is it just in English?
Great question. No idea.
Yeah, no, like one of the requirements. One of the requirements this year is going to be that you need to speak English, because a lot of the materials are only in English. But if we translate many of the materials next year, we can do it in more languages. I guess at this point it depends on your mentor. Like if you are Italian, Carla will guide you through. If you are from Latin America, I can. And Sergio has just pinged me saying that he's also a mentor. So I don't have to go leaving Kyle alone. I forgot Sergio is. And you speak German.
You cut out. Say that one more time.
Sujivan, are you here with us? I was wondering if you speak German, if you can help us with that side of the word too.
I actually never contributed to the German translations, so I don't know how the process for that is. But I may ping one of the friends who are active in the translations and saying, hey, go and help them as a mentor.
That's great. And it doesn't really matter that you haven't done it, because like translating Launchpad, it's one thing. There are already teams in there. But having troubles is translating everything else, like making sure that the hub is multi-language, making sure that the tutorials are multi-language. That's not something we have a process for. We are also now doing a lot of video guides for Snapcraft, and they are only in English. But part of these tasks is to figure out a process of how to do it, document it, and make it easier for people the next set of students that come. What is your language, Ailu?
Turkish, English, French. Yeah, so those three. Yep.
You're exactly what we were looking for.
You have done translation before, but not recently, so yeah. I've been doing more design stuff. I might be able to mentor next year, just like I'm not even an Ubuntu member yet, so trying to see what's happening. But yeah, definitely would be a good idea to reach the students here. There is an open source community in Turkey, but it is actually mostly focused on translation. There's a lot of students who are encouraged, but it happens mostly on university level, not so much on high school. That I know of. Not that I have that many contacts in high school, so.
You are preparing for us the design to make the invitation. It's a nice drawing you already showed me.
Yep. I'm not going to risk the screenshot here, but let me see if I can put it here. All right. All right. This is the one. We just need to add text to this. Yep. So.
Great. And that's Krita. Do you use Krita for all your drawings?
Yeah. Well, there was multiple options in this case. Krita was the one that made sense. Because it was just faster to draw it as a raster than a vector drawing. Just the way things worked out. But yeah, so I'm going to actually put that on Scribus, another open source software, to add the text. And you gave me actually one draft of the text. I'll probably get it done tonight too, and send it somewhere to Community Hub, I guess.
Yeah, the Community Hub.
I have a stupid question. What is the difference if we're talking vector graphics between Krita and Inkscape?
Oh, Inkscape is for vector graphics, and Krita is actually for like raster. For
Krita is not vector. Okay, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just easier to draw in Krita. In this case, because I was drawing with a webcam tablet, so.
Gotcha. Okay.
You draw this by hand with the.
Yeah, I just draw it by a webcam tablet on the computer. It was like, yeah. Yep.
Cool. You are still owing us that session where you teach us how to do nice stuff on those programs. Remember?
Okay. We'll schedule that then.
I haven't forgotten. We can do it maybe next month or whenever you have time.
Actually, that would be super interesting. Like a short series of videos or tutorials on open source art, basically.
There are some really good tutorials on Krita, and there are some tutorials online on Inkscape. Not so much for a lot of other things. It's been on my to-do list for a very long time to do like art with open source based tutorials. It's just like last 6 months, obviously.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and I agree. Like it's actually not too hard to learn those tools by themselves. But if you actually look at a project that you go through, I would expect you use multiple programs to go through a process, right? I mean, like for photography, my wife uses Darktable and then GIMP. Like you can find Darktable tutorials and you can find GIMP tutorials, but actually finding something that goes through the entire workflow is a little bit more difficult to find.
Actually, I'm going to plug in here that there is a site called Pixels.
Actually, I was just about to say, except for one site. Yeah.
For photography, they're awesome, and you know, we definitely do need more stuff like this. Like I know I've been posting a lot of art on Mastodon, but like, you know, it's really like been always the idea of like putting also information on how to do this as a whole workflow. Is just volunteering and time.
Yeah, I hear you.
Early days, it will happen before next year.
Well, you'll definitely have viewers.
Yeah. All right. So.
Can we get your wife, Kyle, to teach us Darktable?
Dude, go to the website she was saying. What is it? pixl.us? Oh, it's so hard to remember.
What is it?
Ix. Hold on. pixls.us. Oh, yes. Thank you. Okay.
Let's see.
Great series of just blog posts, tutorials, articles, and then they have a discourse instance there as well for asking questions with a number of different photography software. I mean, the ones I've seen there are Darktable, what is the other, Raw Therapy. I think there's a GIMP category on there as well. They're really smart people, good community.
There's also a lot of people who are there who are actual developers for GIMP, and I don't know how much Darktable is checking, but Raw Therapy and I think GIMP developers are there too. So there's also Digicam moved their forum there. We are kind of going off topic, but so I mean, this is also a good place where developers and of the software and users of it meet.
Nothing's off topic for this. This is exactly what this is for.
Yeah, and they actually do have I think they have a section for artists. So it's not that we are not welcome. So also I do photography too, but yeah, I've been like lurking around. They definitely do have a section for artists now, but yeah, it's primarily for photography.
Well, precisely that's the last topic in my agenda for today. That's what to do for the agenda of the next meeting. Like Kyle said, nothing is off topic, but we need to structure it a little better. Walter already suggested to have a Q&A. The problem is that we need first people to ask questions, and then
you might consider that being an offline process. Maybe announce the Ubuntu hour ahead of, like, you know, a week or two ahead of time and say we're going to have a Q&A session. Line your questions up here and we'll go through them.
Yeah, we kind of did it on the hub, but well, problem again. It's like we are starting a lot of things now, and we already have some people here. Well, we have a lot more people live than I expected. That's working very nicely, and we get a decent amount of viewers. Now we need to encourage them to participate and to get more people. So yeah, Q&A sounds great. Maybe for the next time I can start it a couple of weeks before, or I'm not sure if 2 weeks is a lot and then people will forget it actually happened.
No, maybe a week is okay. Next time I can, if you post it on the hub, I can then post it on the Italian mailing lists. So also get some Italian people involved of the Italian community.
Richard's on the live chat on YouTube saying to post an ad on the Ubuntu podcast.
Right.
There's a few people. There's a lot of plus people on Mastodon. We can actually, if we can get the information early enough, we can talk to those people, and they can help us boost it. Sorry.
And it's great that all of you are here.
I mean, I'll boost it, but also there's quite a few people on there. Like there are writers who are on opensource.com blog, etc. So if we ask their help, they might be able to boost that too.
Yeah, and there's also a mailing list that we could put it on, and I guess like some people actually still read the forums too. So there's that.
So it's great that you're here because I can't do all of that alone. So for the next one, I will prepare a post on the hub, and then I will be bothering you to help me spreading the word everywhere. And well, a Q&A, it's very nice. It's something that we used to do before. Let's do that to start, and then maybe like we do, just talk randomly about the things that we are working on or the things that happen. But I was thinking that maybe we can finish with somebody showing something cool, like how to do something in a nice free program, or something basic, how to install Ubuntu for people that's joining. I don't know, maybe we can have a different topic every week. What do you think? What would you like to see next month?
Maybe we could teach how to test ISOs. Try to test Ubuntu on the QA tracker and package tracker. So we can get someone involved in QA.
I like that idea.
Do you want to do it? Do you want to do it next month, Carla? Take care of that?
Oh, I can try.
See?
We'll see what
I can help with that.
Huh? We'll see what happens.
Well,
first time.
Walter and Carla will take care of that. You see, we should meet more often. We always get a lot of things done just by talking.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's it with my agenda. Is there something you would like to talk about? I will shut up for now. My throat already hurts. I don't usually talk. So this has been a lot. Who wants to go? I was wondering if one of you have plans in the near future to organize a meeting in person, a LoCo hour in a cafe, university, bar.
I don't think I do, but I know that our LoCo has been doing one like every other week in Salem, Oregon for years.
I can contact the Italian community and see if they're that would do so. Also, I can just get in touch and figure out if they're interested.
Do you think we should sync this, whatever works for them, or split it and do more than one?
We must see how many people we get. Maybe if there are a lot of people, we can split it. Otherwise, if you're a few people, we can do one. We should figure out how many we are first.
Right. So next month is a little complicated.
Yeah, it's December.
Everybody's having fun, not working on their computers. In theory, the meeting should be on the 22nd of December. But do you think is it too late? Should we move it earlier?
I will be in South Africa from the 22nd of December to the 8th of January. So I'll be away in the Christmas period. So I won't be able to be there.
I think you should do it earlier.
We can always stop following the rules and do it some other day. So
Maybe,
what do you think about the 15th?
Oh, that could be. I think the 22nd is too near Christmas. Maybe people go on holiday. The 15th could be. Okay.
Friday the 15th. Anybody wanting to suggest an alternative, or is it good for you? Okay. Maybe we should do it. Maybe we should do it earlier because Kyle is in his lunch hour, and Elo and Sujiban and Carla are.
So I just can't resist the leftover turkey. You know.
Didn't you say you were not feeling good?
Last night, I feel better now.
Okay. Okay, so maybe the 15th, an hour earlier next time. We'll start the proposal on the hub. Yeah. So I will make a proposal in there, and feel free to disagree and propose a different hour. If we agree on a different hour, we just move everything. If we can't agree, we just split into two. Probably there will be a lot of interesting things to talk about next month because we will have the first meeting between the community council and the local council, and even we'll have plans for the next year. So, good.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Should we stop the hangout now and resume our lives?
Yeah.
All right.
I think I'm
Sounds good to me.
Also for me.
Great. Yeah, a lot of interesting things coming. So thanks. Say goodbye, everybody, or your last words. Then I will stop.
Okay, bye. See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
I see you on the 15th.